This once thriving company has been struggling as its reputation takes a hit. In the past few months, 200,000 viewers have left the platform. This departure has had a significant impact, and obviously not in a positive way. There has been a drop in its stock price from $690 to $180 in just 6 months, leading to a loss of $55 billion in value. What caused this fall from grace? In this video, we're diving into the downfall of this streaming giant. So stick around, give the video a thumbs up, and make sure to hit the subscribe button to stay updated on our content. Netflix's original plan was a game changer in the world of movie rentals. With a monthly subscription, fans could indulge in a curated selection of free movies, keeping them for as long as they wanted and swapping them for fresh titles when the urge for something new struck. The visionary co-founders, Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph, saw the potential of DVDs and paved the way for a more efficient delivery system. They swapped cumbersome VHS tapes for compact discs and introduced prepaid Netflix envelopes and lightning-fast shipping, revolutionizing the way we enjoy movies at home. Netflix burst onto the scene with a bang, raking in over $94,000 in its first few months. Though, surprisingly, only a mere $100 came from people renting DVDs. The majority of the revenue came from selling the discs outright. You see, at the launch of Netflix, customers were given the choice to either purchase the DVD for $25 or rent it for a modest $4. Mark and Reed had hoped that people would opt for renting, which would allow them to reuse one disc over and over, generating more profits. However, much to their dismay, the public was not so eager to rent and instead chose to buy. As the weeks passed, the co-founders of Netflix received a life-changing call from Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon. He had set his sights on acquiring the streaming company with the intention of integrating it into his rapidly expanding empire. At the time, Amazon was just an online bookstore, but Jeff saw the limitless possibilities of adding Netflix to his portfolio. The two Netflix founders, however, had differing opinions about the proposed acquisition. Mark was eager to accept Jeff's offer of $50 million, fearing that if they didn't sell, Amazon would soon launch its own competing service. On the other hand, Reed was resolute in his refusal to sell. He believed that Netflix had already established itself as a leader in the industry with its user-friendly website, strong partnerships with DVD manufacturers, and an extensive library of DVDs. Selling to Jeff Bezos would have undoubtedly secured their financial future, but Reed was driven by a greater vision. He wanted to build an empire, leave his mark on the world, and continue to push the boundaries of innovation with Netflix. Both founders finally agreed on the unlimited potential of the company and the impact it could have on the future of entertainment. As Netflix forged its way through the streaming world, it was just a digital reincarnation of Blockbuster, offering movie rentals through the internet instead of VHS tapes. However, its CEO, Mark, had a revolutionary thought. Why limit subscribers to a brief rental period and the hassle of returning DVDs when they could instead enjoy a limitless movie-watching experience with a recurring subscription plan? By offering 4 DVDs at a time with the option to swap them out at will, Netflix saw a rise in popularity. This bold move truly set the stage for the company's success and marked the beginning of a brighter future. The company's subscriber base grew and flourished as the months passed. With the rise in the number of subscribers, the revenue skyrocketed at an astonishing pace. Despite Netflix's newfound success with their subscription model, they still had a big rival, Blockbuster. While Netflix was marching towards $5 million in revenue, Blockbuster was raking in $800 million in the year 2000. It was a classic David versus Goliath scenario, and Netflix knew they needed to invest heavily in growth and expansion to level the playing field. That's when Mark and Reed came up with a brilliant idea. What if they approached Blockbuster and pitched the idea of acquiring Netflix? The offer to sell Netflix to Blockbuster was laid out on the table, glittering with a price tag of $50 million. But Blockbuster nonchalantly dismissed the proposal with a flick of the wrist. Reed, not one to give up easily, sweetened the deal by offering to take the reins of Blockbuster's online presence and steer their business towards greatness. However, Blockbuster remained steadfast in their refusal, revealing their blindness to Netflix's boundless potential. To compete with Blockbuster, Netflix took a bold step in 2002 with its initial public offering, IPO, offering its shares to the public on the stock market to generate more funds. Over the next few years, Netflix saw remarkable growth that caught Blockbuster's eye. However, it only took Blockbuster 2 years to catch up and launch their own streaming website, mimicking Netflix's model. Netflix was on a mission to stand out from the crowd and set itself apart from Blockbuster. With innovative ideas and a forward-thinking mindset, they explored new ways to captivate their audience. But despite their best efforts, Netflix's new initiatives failed to make a significant impact. Undeterred, they took a bold step forward in 2007 with the launch of a game-changing service. They paved the way for video on demand, allowing viewers to stream their favorite films and TV shows effortlessly over the internet. It was a daring move, but it would prove to be a defining moment in Netflix's history. With the launch of their streaming service, Netflix embarked on a journey of global expansion, leaving behind their once exclusive focus on the American market. By 2010, Blockbuster was on the brink of collapse, and its downfall was immortalized in a documentary available on Netflix. How ironic! This was a big win for Netflix's strategy and highlighted its position as the top streaming service provider. Still driven by a desire to create something truly groundbreaking, Netflix hired a chief content officer with a mission to uncover Netflix's first original series. After a tireless search, he returned with a winning proposition, a show called House of Cards that had potential. Netflix took a risk by investing in the development of their first original series. The show premiered in 2013, and the results were nothing short of astonishing. House of Cards became the first online-only TV show to receive an Emmy nomination. As